Good evening and welcome, my friends, to the Chris Salcedo Show here on Newsmax TV. Today is National Teachers Day. Many of you might be thinking about ways to show support for good teachers. Now, we have some ideas because we can confirm for you tonight that our nation's kids, our nation's teachers, and parents are under attack. They're under attack from the most bigoted, vile, and violent people in our society, Socialist Democrats. How do I know? The fallout from Senator Tim Scott's articulate, positive, and eloquent response to the Biden the boob's first address to Congress. Thanks, Senator Scott, for outing racist Democrats. That's our focus in tonight's preamble. Tim Scott declared that America is not a racist nation, but as this political cartoon from the brilliant A.F. Bronco illustrates, institutionalized racism is alive and well in the Socialist Democrat Party. Indeed, it was the Democrats who created the Jim Crow South. In 1865, the same Democrats founded the BLM and Antifa of their day, the KKK. Trust me, my friends, liberals hate it when we people of color wander off their collectivist plantation. Take, for example, the chairman of the Democrat Socialist Party of Lamar County, Texas. Last Wednesday, Chairman Gary O'Connor called Senator Tim Scott an Oreo. The racist slur uttered by a white progressive liberal means that he thinks Scott is black on the outside and white on the inside. This is likely the first you're hearing of this story because the press doesn't report Democrat socialist racism. If a Republican chairman anywhere in the country had made a racist slur against a Democrat, it would be the lead story in your nightly news and on the front page of your nation's newspapers. But because it was a Democrat, radio and TV silence. O'Connor is wrong to deny any minority their heritage simply for disagreeing with liberal orthodoxy. Regrettably, this is the kind of treatment we people of color get when we dare to think for ourselves. Over on MSNBS, a Democrat socialist pollster said this about Senator Tim Scott's uplifting speech.
Well, you can almost see the strings being pulled behind Senator Scott as he is articulating the very Orwellian talking points that he says, where black means white and up means down and left means right. I mean, it is obviously absurd on the face of it.
You all got that, right? If a black man doesn't subscribe to socialists' anti-American orthodoxy, they must have a puppet master pulling their strings. The suggestion that people of color are incapable of coming up with their own ideas and worldview is, well, in a word, racist. The pollster's comment was not repudiated by NBC News or its parent company. But why would they? They've spent the last 50 years excusing racism from socialist Democrats like this.
But you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African-American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things.
You see, Joe Biden can say that all blacks think alike, and members of the biased press nod in agreement, then refuse to call out the doddering old fool for his racism. Hate is learned. And the institutions in America that are controlled by left-wingers teach and reinforce this bigotry and hate. For years now, the Chris Salcedo Show has been sounding the alarm about critical race theory. It may have a different name in your school district, but in short, it teaches hatred based on skin color, white skin color. Critical race theory instructs white teachers and kids to hate their own heritage and skin color, and it teaches black and brown kids to hate whites. So long as this curriculum is being shoved down the throats of our kids, our nation will never again be the United States of America. One of the pillars of CRT is this thing called the 1619 Project. The New York Times gave voice to its creator. She alleges that America's founding began when slaves were first brought over to the Americas. It teaches that the Constitution and America's founding documents are inherently racist, and that the founding of the greatest nation that God gave man is illegitimate as a result. Listen to Biden's UN ambassador as she unfairly trashes our country to other countries using the backward thinking of the 1619 Project.
On the international stage, that I have personally experienced one of America's greatest imperfections. I've seen for myself how the original sin of slavery weaved white supremacy into our founding documents and principles.
A filthy lie. It was the greatness of our creed, that all men are created equal, that prompted America's bloodiest war, a civil war, to abolish the sin of slavery, and we did it. In the subsequent civil rights movement, we put the final death knell into institutionalized racism, or so we thought. But America didn't destroy Democrats, so systemic racism remains. There's a growing movement in America to ban history's version of fake news, the 1619 Project, from our schools. Here's the founder of the 1619 Project, a woman who seeks the ruin of our Constitution, claiming that she has a First Amendment right to teach her kids fake history.
Because this is fundamentally a free speech issue. If you look at the rhetoric of Senator McConnell and of state legislators all across the country that are trying to get bills passed to prohibit the teaching of the 1619 Project, it's not about the facts of history. It's about trying to prohibit the teaching of ideas that they don't like. So I've been a little appalled by the silence of free speech advocates as these attempts to ban ideas from being taught in schools are being introduced all across the country.
Oh, the irony. In the tradition of radicalized Islamic terrorists, this woman, who doesn't believe in our Constitution, wants to use the First Amendment to our Constitution as a predicate to teach inaccurate and cancerous ideas to our kids, using our own freedoms and laws against us. Notice how she couldn't claim that her drivel was fact. All she could say was it was an idea. Sorry, lady. America's parents aren't getting taxed into oblivion so you can teach our kids your ideas. We want reading, writing, math, and the sciences. That's it. Check your taxpayer-funded teaching of anti-American liberalism at the door. So where does all this stuff lead? It leads to this incident in San Dimas, California. A black woman is pulled over for using her cell phone while driving. That's illegal in California. And that leads to this exchange.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
It's not harassment. Yeah. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have that
you
picture?
Scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, that's not just a feeling. You're a murderer.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm perfectly legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
A teacher. She claims to be a teacher, a product of CRT, critical race theory, and the 1619 Project idiocy. And she's also a product of the biased press and their anti-cop reporting. An interesting component to this story, the Latino officer there had to purchase his own body cam to protect himself, presumably because liberal California isn't inclined to protect their officers. At this point in the traffic stop, a white supervisor shows up to instruct the arrogant, entitled, self-identified teacher that she's getting a ticket for breaking California's cell phone law. Sadly, this woman isn't only suffering from hatred of police.
Citation, all you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
There you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso.
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you go, dear.
White.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
And she's a racist. And that brings us full circle to the political party that is the genesis of all of this hate, division, and strife in the United States, the Socialist Democrat Party. With full knowledge and intent, left-wingers are doing this to us for their acquisition of power. They are able to do this to us because they control key institutions in our country. They control the biased press. They control woke corporate America. And they control our government-run schools. As mentioned, today is National Teachers Day. If you want to reward good teachers, take back your school boards. If you want to reward teachers, make sure they don't have to teach and preach hate and share a workspace with the likes of the woman you just saw. If you want to help our good teachers, kick left-wing politics out of the classroom the same way they kicked God out of the classroom. And here's the bonus. You'll not only be helping teachers, but you'll be helping kids and parents too.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.